Why do we feel like we need to do everything? So I've been thinking about this for a while, actually, probably for several months. Um, but I think it's actually very simple. It goes back to the whole, I'm not enough thing that everyone struggles with, especially in this society, and it's something that we really have to work on. We feel like if we're not doing everything, or if we're not being everything for people, that um, we're not of value or something like that. I have been working on that for a while, and definitely more of the space where I know I'm enough. But it still is like some things where you're just like, you have to check yourself with, why do I think I need to do this? And it's, it could go back to that. I was reminded, which was like really, really nice. This was a while ago because right now we're ending December, and this was in March. I had gone out with a couple times. It was literally, we were on our second date actually, and came over. It was like the end of it, like because we had gone out, but then he came over, showing around my place, showing my guitar, because he was saying how he used to play a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I can do very minimal, and it's like I've had this guitar for, oh my gosh, 16 years, and I've written a couple songs on it, but like I couldn't play chords. I can do some stuff now, but I was just like, yeah, I really need to learn to play this guitar. And he was like, why? You do a lot already. And the fact that like we're on a second date and he's able to see that and and be like, like, what are you talking about? And I thought that was really like eye opening. Like, this person who I've literally gone out with twice can see that I do a lot. And like, why do I feel the need to have to do this too? And I mean, it's not as deep as not feeling like enough for the reason why I want to play the guitar. It's just like I didn't want it to depend on people, which is a whole nother thing. Actually, that could be a whole nother topic. Because I've learned, I'm gonna say learned, but I'll say I've observed in most of my life that people in general tend to be unreliable, and that's just, it's so odd to me because I'm not that. But it tends to be unreliable, and then the addition of them being a musician, musicians are unreliable. So, and I say that being a musician, but I've met maybe one or two who actually did what they said they were going to do, were where they said they were going to be, were on time. So that was a thing, like with performing and trying to book things and just wanting to have a guitarist. Oh yeah, I did have a really good guitarist in Philly for a while. Oh. Um, and he was reliable. So I was like, it'd just be great to like be able to do things and not have to worry about including another person's schedule and doing that whole thing. But I mean, will I get there? I mean, that remains to be seen. But I mean, I've made some progress, but I don't see it going to that point. Although, just at the point, I practice every single week. I've practiced every single week since March, and I don't know if there's that much progress. But I mean, I can play some chords, but at this point, it's just more therapeutic than anything. But getting back on track, we don't have to do everything. You can do one thing and just be really great at that one thing. You don't have to be able to do a whole bunch of other things and have, a whole lot of talents. And people talk about like, oh, but you're multi-talented, and it's like, yeah, but you're talented at this, and like you're really great at it, and that's great. Like, you don't have to compare yourself to other people, say that they're able to do these 10 things and I just do the one. Like, well, just do the one really great. You don't have to do anything else. Be having a whole bunch of things that you do or talents or whatever doesn't make you more valuable than anyone else. You are enough, and you don't have to do it all. I think especially as women, as you know, coming from a women's perspective, um, we are taught that we kind of have to do it all, which wasn't obviously the norm. Maybe like 60 years ago, it was just like you stay at home and you take care of your family, which already entailed a lot, like cleaning and cooking and taking care of children and laundry and basically doing everything for your husband. Um, but now it's the same plus work, plus you know, outside of homework, and and goodness, and then it's a whole other thing if maybe you're an entrepreneur. So because being an entrepreneur is very difficult, it is not for the faint of heart. um, but here I am. And so yeah, we're taught that we have to do it all, and can we have it all? And it's just like, well, what does that even mean? Do you want it all? Like, what is all? Like, um yeah, it's just, I mean, that's subjective. But but yeah, let's just get to the point where we appreciate what we do. We appreciate what we do, and where we are. You know, I was thinking about that a little bit ago, because people hassle me all the time about not driving, and no, I don't drive, and I don't know if I will. I kind of said that, you know, um, maybe at the point of being pregnant, I would do that, because I mean, I don't. How else am I gonna lug my child around? I don't know. Uber, no, because I just walk everywhere, or you know, whatever, you know, you take the bus. I haven't taken the bus in such a long time. I usually just like walk everywhere, or whatever. You find ways, like it's possible, especially more so when you live in a city, like if you know, New York or Philly or whatever, which I don't live in those places. I don't live there anymore, but yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe at that point, that's when I would do that. But I mean, again, that remains to be seen. But I was like, why do I need to like, you know, I do so much, and it's not even something that's even on my radar for me to do. Like, I don't need anything else added to my plate. I don't need the headache of a car note, a car insurance, other people on the road who are crazy. Um, and I'm just like, for instance, like my sister, I'm like, you can just pick me up. Do you know the things that I do for you? Like, you can pick me up. I was like, I do enough for so many people. Like, I don't need to do that too. So I thought about that and accepted that. Like, yeah, like it really doesn't take you more than, you know, whatever, 5 to 10 minutes to come here and pick me up. And for all the things that I do for you, you can do that. I don't need to do anything more. So, yeah, I've been taking several months to, especially to sink into that. Like, I don't need to do anything more than what I do. I do enough already. So, thank you to that guy that I went out with a few times, and that was appreciated. And that just really stuck with me when he said that, especially being a stranger. And honestly, I don't think anyone's ever said it to me. Like, you do a lot already. And I appreciate that. Again, you don't need to do anything. Just appreciate what it is that you do. And yeah, I can't think of a better word. Actually, just like appreciate that, because we don't appreciate ourselves enough. And you don't need to be spinning around, walking around. Like, I have an aunt who like literally runs around like a chicken with her head cut off, and just like, what are you doing? Sit down. You know, um, you do enough already. You do enough already. If no one else is going to say it, you do enough already, and you are appreciated and you are valued. And that is all I have to say. So, see you in the next topics with Tiffany. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had that feeling of feeling like you need to do more than what you already do, and let me know if you actually sorry if you hear someone calling me, if you actually I'm hi, what are you doing? I'm filming, and I'm now my thing is whatever. I'll set this out. That's my nephew, and we're about to go to my brother's house. But yeah, let me know if I've lost all train of thought, but you know what I'm saying. Leave it in the comments, and I will see you next time on Next Topics with Tiffany. Peace.